Alright everyone, welcome to another weekly stream here on YouTube. Today we're going to be playing some Heretic for the PC. And, yeah. Heretic. So I'm not really sure how long this stream's gonna be, actually. It's, hold on, I'm gonna alt-tab out here real quick. So, things might look a little bit different on the stream setup, just because we're using a different template for the, you know, the HD gameplay. Heretic actually originally was not an HD game, but with Sword Sports you can raise the resolution, so we're actually playing in 1080p. So things are gonna look, you know, nice and sharp and crisp, and, there we go. And, but yeah, we're going to be playing some Heretic tonight. As many of you guys know, I love Doom, and recently I've been on a bit of a Doom kick over on Twitch, streaming a lot of Doom, and like Unmir Buddha said, you know, I was streaming Doom earlier this morning, actually, before I went to sleep over on Twitch, and, I didn't really think much about what I wanted to stream tonight, as far as like console stuff. I mean, I thought about it a little bit, but I was like, nothing was really like standing out to me. And since I've been just doing a lot of streaming on Twitch with Doom, I'm just like, well, I could just fire up Doom or Doom Engine game. And then I thought about Heretic, and I was like, you know, it's been about a year since I did my Let's Play on it. So, you know, we can revisit Heretic and play it. So yeah, Heretic is a pretty cool game. It's extremely difficult though, and we're going to be playing the first episode. Again, I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't know if we're going to play 2 episodes, 3 episodes. I remember the Let's Play took me somewhere between the realm of 8 to 10 hours for all 5 episodes, so it's highly unlikely we're going to go through all 5 episodes in a single sitting tonight. But 1 or 2 episodes I can totally see, but we're just going to wing it tonight. So, yeah. Sound problem, you can't hear well. I don't really know what to say to that, Miku. There's no game music right now, FYI, guys. So you're just going to hear my audio. So, but Georgia and Encrypted Printer, Andy, Miku, Sleeves of War, Gerald, welcome to the stream, guys. So we're going to start on the first episode. We are going to play on the hardest difficulty mode. And, yeah. Actually, I'm going to have to alt-tab again. Pause this. I don't want the stream to be previewing while I'm streaming, so. Alright. we might actually see Brandon stopping in tonight, Brandon Michael Mackert, and he just bought Heretic and Hexen on Steam. So this is on sale right now as of doing this live stream. The Steam summer sale is currently going on. And when the Steam summer sale or Steam sales happen in general, that's the best time to buy these old Doom Engine games. And then you can take the WADs that come with those purchased programs and use them in a source port like I'm doing right now. So I know Doom and Doom 2, they're $1.25 a piece. And Heretic and Hexen are probably about the same. It's probably $1.25 for Heretic, $1.25 for Hexen, or you get them both together for like, it's probably $2 or $3 or something. So take advantage of that Steam sale. It's highly worth it. So I'm basically just using my little stick here just to save ammo. Because one of the things about Heretic is, especially early on, ammo is usually pretty tight on these levels, so... Well, Miko, I'm glad it was on your end and not mine, because that would have worried me. If it was something on my end. Because I just did a test on my phone and it sounded fine, so... no, Georgia, this is Doom Engine. This is, not Build Engine. Yeah, so we're using gzdoom right now, the source port of Doom. Of the Doom engine to play this. So you can basically, you know, pick up Heretic or Hexen, or both. Might as well get Doom and Doom 2 while you're at it. And then you can download gzdoom or gzdoom, which are source ports of the Doom engine. And then you just take the WAD file from the games you download on Steam. The WAD file is what they call it. Where's all the data? It's kind of like a singular data file. And then the source port will read that. And then you can play these games with much greater options. No DOSBox. You don't need to use DOSBox anymore. You can... enable mouse looking and stuff like that. If you're into that sort of thing, you can change the resolution. Like I said, we're on 1080p right now, but yeah, whole lot of stuff you can do with. No worries, Georgia, it is all good. The dock's finished. Really? A fan revision of Daikatana? There's a community patch that fixes a bunch of stuff, including removing... Oh, really? I need to play that. Because, like, there's actually parts I like about Daikatana. The team dependency part was the absolute worst thing ever created. And, like, seriously, it's not even, like, an exaggeration. That's what absolutely killed the game for me. The game itself isn't as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, it was just dated by the time it came out. That team mechanic, though, was absolutely horrific. I basically couldn't progress in the game because of the team mechanic. The AI just kept getting killed over and over and over and over again. Seemingly instantly. I couldn't do anything about it. And thus, I wasn't able to progress. Not that I would have wanted to progress anyway, it was so frustrating. Thanks for that, Sleeves of War. I'm gonna look into that. That sounds cool. That sounds like definitely something I could play through on stream sometime, or I don't want to jump to conclusions and say do a let's play on it because I don't know how long the game is overall. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into it. I appreciate the heads up. I wouldn't have bothered looking otherwise if, yeah, definitely wouldn't have bothered looking otherwise. So we actually just use a Tome of Power, which is this book you can use. Strengthens all your weapons temporarily. Really great feature to this game. Looks like it's about to wear off, and it just wore off. Hey, Waspinator, what's going on, dude? As soon as you heard Buggy Team Mechanic, you knew it was Daikatana. That's how bad it is. Yeah, it really does work well. They did a great job with Heretic. I mean, Hexen looks amazing too. It actually looks even better, but it's not as quite straightforward in the gameplay department. We're gonna have to do Hexen on stream. I originally wanted to just try to let's play it, but I don't think it's gonna be possible anytime soon. I haven't really thought about playing Heretic 2 because I never, you know, I played it a little bit back in the day and I didn't really get into it. You know, the whole change in style from first person to third person was kind of a turnoff. The gameplay is so different from the original that it was just hard for me to accept it. I mean, some people really like Heretic 2, but I don't know. I think I might actually have the version on Good Old Games or GOG, GOG.com. It's funny, I still call it Good Old Games, even though technically it's just called GOG now. GOG. Now, I'll definitely do a Hexen stream eventually, and, you know, see, Hexen 2 is another one that, like, I had a really hard time getting into. There's the I'd be more likely to revisit Hexen 2 than try Heretic 2 for the first time. Since Hexen 2 is at least still first person, and it's on the Quake engine, so... It's like a gauntlet. I guess you hold it on your hand. So it's like a claw gauntlet sort of thing. I think that's what it is. The bombs in Heretic? No, Jason, this is PC. Yeah, Heretic didn't come out on PS1, unfortunately. And it's a real shame. Like Heretic, I really don't understand why Heretic wasn't ported to consoles back in the day. Makes no sense to me. But yeah, there are uses for the bombs in this game. You just have to be very careful about, you know, how you use them. I don't personally use them very often, but they can definitely be of use when there's like hordes of enemies just storming at you. I mainly just use them as like a last resort if I'm low on ammo or something. I mean, the levels in Heretic do get really large, so they definitely would have had to cut back, you know, on the designs, but the core gameplay, they could have retained it completely. So it really boggles my mind that they never bothered to convert this back in the day. Yep, Warcraft 2 was on Saturn. It actually wasn't that bad on a controller. Yeah, it actually wasn't that bad at all on a controller. Obviously, still not ideal compared to keyboard and mouse, but it did work. I mean, Command & Conquer was also on Saturn. Actually, I should say both were on Saturn and PS1. Now, you want to know one that was awkward? That was StarCraft on N64. That was weird to play. Because you had to use the analog stick. It was super weird. Oh, jeez, Wasp. Alright, we're gonna actually skip this real quick. Because there's a quiver of arrows I want to pick up. Apparently you have to come through here, you trip, you go over a section and it lowers... Oh, it's this right here. Yeah, it lowers this. Just like that. Oh yeah, that was good. That was like 20 arrows. Close to it. Yeah, so the Mega Drive had, at least in North America, the Sega Genesis had 0 tolerance. And then in Europe there was, what was it called? Like Battle Frenzy or something? So yeah, there were a couple first-person shooters on Genesis and Mega Drive. And then in Brazil they had Duke Nukem 3D. Which is about as bad as you think it sounds. Zero tolerance wasn't bad though. And they had a Zero Tolerance 2 in the works, or Beyond Zero Tolerance. There's a prototype ROM you can get out there. Yeah, see, for me, I had Doom on Super Nintendo. So I had that. Wish I had Wolfenstein 3D on Super Nintendo, but, but we ended up getting a PC pretty much the year after I got Doom, so, you know, it was a short-lived thing for me. So not too long after my dad bought a new computer, we ended up getting Doom 2. And I still played some first-person shooters on consoles after that. Like, I bought Heretic on... Not Heretic, Hexen on N64. And I would buy various ports just to see how they turned out. Like, Hexen on PS1 and Saturn, and Duke 3D on, you know, N64 and Saturn. But I primarily played FPSs on PC after we got a computer that was capable. Oh geez, Tech War. And Redneck Rampage. You know, I knew a lot of people that played Redneck Rampage back in the day, but I have to say I'd never had a desire to really play that game. And I have the option. I think I have it on GOG, actually. But I still haven't tried it. Alright, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, that's... I know what I have to do. Yep. I like that there's like wind physics now. Look, their axes are blowing right back at them. That's pretty cool. It's not something you see in Doom. Flip a switch, and I don't know where it takes me. It's one of the things about Heretic's level design is it's more confusing than Doom, in my opinion. And if you're not really familiar with it, you're gonna get lost. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that was my fault. But still, I mean, that was confusing. Like, it didn't look like I could come in here. Not from that side. Yep, there's my green key. Ooh, look at that. Alright, I don't care about those guys. Yep, Power Slave and Witch Haven. I still haven't really played Witch Haven 1 or 2. But I did own Power Slave back in the day. I unfortunately never made it very far in Power Slave. And I don't know why. Like, it might have kept crashing or something. Because it's definitely the kind of game like I would have really gotten into. I got into the Saturn and PS1 versions of it. I know it's a different kind of game in a way, but yeah, Doom 64's levels are pretty irritating. That's for sure, Sleeves of War. Andy, yes, there is a map built into the game. This is it, sort of. I honestly, I think pretty much every kid that had a computer back in the day pirated it to some to some degree, and they probably didn't even realize it. Like one friend lets you borrow a game and you copy it to your computer and then you give the game back and that game is probably still on your computer. You're probably still playing it, you know? Like I don't... Well... Yeah, so I mean, I can't take the high road on that either, but yeah, I don't consider myself to be strictly a retro gamer. It's what you guys see me playing the most. It is what I enjoy the most. But I tell people all the time that if I didn't have this YouTube channel, and well, really, if I didn't have this YouTube channel, I would actually probably play more modern games than I currently do. You know, there would definitely be a better balance. Right now, I probably play about 95% retro. But if I didn't have this YouTube channel, I would definitely play more modern games. It would probably end up being more like 50-50. All right. I could do that. I downloaded Quake Champions last week and played it a bunch. I guess it's still in closed beta, but that was a lot of fun. Definitely gonna play more this weekend. Hey, Amadeus. Hey, Meat Pill, what's going on, dude? No, gzdoom pretty much, I'm sorry, gzdoom is pretty much the same as zdoom, just with some extra options. I mean, I've got it set to where gzdoom pretty much looks identical to zdoom, so yeah, we're actually using gzdoom right now, but I've got some like the filters turned off and things like that. I prefer the razor sharp pixelated look. Now, PR Boom, on the other hand, not as big a fan of that. That feels like it's archaic in comparison to the gzdoom. I mean, it is gzdoom. It's just gzdoom. I mean, there's not really a huge difference between the two, right? I thought gzdoom was more like more graphical options and things like that. But if anyone knows the specifics, let me know. I do know that gzdoom handles larger wads better than stock gzdoom. Yeah, people that want the purest experience, supposedly that's why they use PR Boom or PR Boom Plus. But I mean, if I want the purest experience, I'll use DOSBox, I guess. That's actually not true. If I want the purest experience, I will play Doom on my old MS-DOS computer. Actually, I should say Windows 95 computer, but... Oh, hey Wayne, what's up, man? Yeah, and I don't know for sure either, Sleeves of War. I mean, this is just what I hear. Like, I play a lot of Doom WODs on Twitch, so I get a lot of people coming in talking about, like, the different source ports and what they prefer. And, a lot of them have said PR Boom is what they use. And I guess they feel it feels more faithful to them. It's definitely much more stripped down compared to, like, gzdoom and gzdoom. And I've used PR Boom Plus. I didn't really like how it felt with like the mouse aiming and things like that. The mouse movement, I mean. I also didn't have as many options in terms of like saving and things like that. It didn't keep track of your saves as well. And I love how gzdoom is so much more streamlined. Which is one of the great things about using it in this modern day. You know, you're playing Doom in a, or Heretic or Hexen in a slightly more streamlined manner. It's not, I like, the gameplay is exactly the same, you know, the gameplay is not any different. But things like quick saving, quick loading, stuff like that, like, you can have an unlimited amount of saves, basically. These are from my Let's Plays from last year, actually. Wow, it was June last year. Oh no, that was today. Sorry, I'm a dumbass. This was... Oh, we did it in September last year. Okay. August and September. Almost a year now. Yeah, I know that gzdoom and gzdoom, they have tons of graphical options as well, but you can turn them all off, you know, so I've got a lot of the stuff turned off myself to make it look, you know, more like stock traditional Doom engine stuff. Yeah, I never zipped a game across multiple discs back in the day. I would basically, what I would do is try to copy a game in its normal state, and I would basically take a look at all the files that comprise, you know, the entire game. And if I could spread them across multiple disks unzipped, that's how I would do it. And then I would copy them all back into the same folder on the next computer. But there was also a point where my dad got a zip drive as well, so, you know, I think those are, what, 100 megabytes? So we were able to back up some decently sized games onto those too, which was cool. Alright, I'm seriously getting lost. You made it zip back up to 17 discs. Oh, jeez, man. For science! Oh. Oh, hey, Zerto. Game over, yeah! One of them was like, game over, yeah! Oh, I miss old Sega arcade games. Easy left, maybe. Easy right, maybe. Definitely missing something here. Oh. That's what I was missing. The graveyard. Is this a hidden level? Oh, this is a hidden level. I've never been here before. Alright, I'm gonna step away for a quick moment. I'm gonna use the restroom and I'll be right back. I do not, Georgia. But thank you. Yeah, it seems like all the enemies on this stage so far are the harder variants. The transparent ones, they usually shoot projectiles. Yeah, I've never been to this level before. Yeah, Bergier, flashcards are amazing. They're my primary tool now for, you know, when I stream and do videos and things like that. I've got a flashcard for just about every system I own. Every cartridge-based system, I mean. Yeah, it would have been amazing to see one as a kid. I mean, that's what emulation was like for me, though, when I first experienced emulation. Having, like, every game in the library at my disposal was just really something to behold. I'm talking, like, mid to late 90s here. Mouse, what the hell is going on? My mouse just messed up. What the hell is going on? I think that was really weird. Yeah, I think what happened is I accidentally pushed the button that adjusts the sensitivity on the fly. Yeah, that's better. Sort of? No, that's too much. What the hell's going on? Still doesn't feel right. Something's going on with my mouse and sensitivity. Trying to figure out the whole point of this section. It's just one big room that... There we go. Yeah, this level design's really confusing. Here's an empty room with no switches. Nope, there's a switch. I'm always of the mindset that bonus levels should be fun. Yeah. Just a concept. What the? Seriously, dude? We gotta do the whole thing over again. I died in like 2 hits. I still feel like my sensitivity is messed up on my mouse. I don't know what happened. Like, just out of nowhere, my sensitivity got messed up. You don't mess with a man's sensitivity. Especially when he's playing a first-person shooter. Alright, see ya, mock drums. Yeah, it still feels messed up. What the hell, man? Turning it off and back on again? That would require me unplugging the mouse and plugging it back in. Easier said than done. Hey, Larry G. No, Georgia, I think you're fine. Don't worry too much about it. Yeah, Heretic soundtrack is very hit or miss overall for me. Like, I really like the first, you know, the track from the very first level in the game. There's a bunch of other tracks in the game like this that are just mediocre at best. That was actually kind of tense. Yeah, what's funny about the whole Serpent Rider thing is there's 5 episodes in the whole game. You kill the Serpent Rider on episode 3. And then there's 2 more episodes. So I think what happened actually originally is Heretic was just a 3-episode game like Doom. And then it was re-released eventually as Shadow of the Serpent Riders. And that's where we got the other 2 episodes. Kind of like, you know, original Doom 3-episode trilogy, and then re-released with Ultimate Doom, the 4th episode. I think Heretic was basically the same scenario. Holy crap. This level sucks. I mean, at least there's a lot of ammo. I'm basically gonna come out of this with, you know, 100% ammo, just about. Later, Andy. Oh, what a horrible map. Jeez. That map kind of made me not want to play this game anymore, honestly. I was like, should I just fire up Doom or something? We'll just finish the stream on Doom. I'll feel so much better. What's the backstory of this game? I have no idea, Zerto. I didn't usually focus on the stories with these old FPSs. But if anyone knows the story, feel free to sound off in the chat. Do I ever stream doozie 3D? Not yet. And I probably will eventually. I need to get a source port for Duke Nukem 3D. Whoa. No worries, Major Havoc. Okay. This level design is so confusing. Corvus is a badass, and he doesn't even have guns. Oh, come on, why? It wasn't a tricky puzzle, guys. Jesus Christ. It was as complex as this right here. It was just my own dumbass fault for getting killed by it. It's like, wait. Go. Wait. Go. Oh my god, so complex. It was my fault for getting killed. I shouldn't have gotten killed. Things only gamers say. For 400, please, Alex. Strife was a hub-based game, wasn't it? Kind of like Hexen. Never put much time into Strife. I generally prefer like the more straightforward running guns. From what I understand, like you had to talk to a lot of people and stuff like that in Strife. It's very RPG-ish. Yeah. I probably won't play it anytime soon, then. Prefer my FPSs to be more run and gun. I mean, I'll probably give it a try sometime, but might not get too vested in it. There's a lot of dudes back there and they're not dying. Please die. Ow! I knew that was gonna happen. Did I like the original Deus Ex? I didn't really play much of it. You know, like I said, I'm more into like straight run and guns when it comes to first-person shooters. You know, Doom, Quake, Duke Nukem, stuff like that. So I didn't really get into Deus Ex. Ow. Oh, geez, just more. Oh! I had a feeling that was going to take me out there. God, everything does so much damage. Oh, great. Alright, well that sucked. I don't feel like playing Heretic anymore. That took us 2 hours to get through that single episode. Ugh. Yeah, I think the bonus map was definitely a part of it. I mean, we had to play it, what, 3 times? Yeah, once we hit that bonus map, I just started to get really salty. Yeah, I'm not really having that much fun right now, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix things up a little bit. And for anyone watching on the archive, well, because this is a surprise for you. Actually, I don't want to play as that guy. I don't know who to play as. Oh. Alright, we'll just do fighter. Chat poll for class. Yeah, so for anyone in the future that wants to see the rest of Heretic, I do have a full Let's Play series on it. 4 of the 5 episodes I did last summer, from August into September. So if you check my Let's Plays playlist, or if you just search for Heretic on my channel, you will find it. But after dying a gazillion times and getting hungry again and tired again, I just really don't feel like playing Heretic anymore. It kind of sucks because I really felt like playing it when I first started. I thought about just switching over to Doom, but I was like, you know, we'll keep it in line. We'll play some Hexen. I don't know how long we'll play Hexen. We'll see. That's right. There are jump controls in Hexen. Ugh. Is there a way to scale the, I mean, that helps, but it's still kind of small. Let's see. Hexen 2 lets you level up, does it? I don't remember that. Granted, I didn't play it that long. I didn't like Hexen 2 very much. Every time I try to get into it, it just feels very mundane to me. Maybe it's just because it's running on the Quake engine. It just doesn't... Whoa! Disembodied arm. I just now noticed that. It has an experience point bar? Are you sure you're talking about Hexen 2? I do not remember an experience point bar in Hexen 2. I sure do not. Not to say it's not there, it's just it's been a while since I played it. Why can't I have space just do both? It definitely counts up XP for killing enemies. Yeah, I don't remember that at all. Greetings, mortal.
Greetings, mortal.
Well, hello.
Ready to die?
I already have a bunch of times. Didn't you see my heretic run? Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3. I actually kind of wish I played as the mage. It's a little bit easier to deal with. You know, long range attacking right from the beginning. And by the rest, you mean Heretic 2, because that was the only other one after Hexen 2. Now, I was not a fan of how Hexen 2 handled in the Quake engine. There's a lot of really poor design choices in that game. I mean, the Quake engine was great, but the way they went about it with Hexen 2 was not good. You know, like, in the very beginning, having to, like, kill, like, spiders on the ground, like, that's dumb. That was just dumb. Oh, I thought you meant, like, the Hexen / Heretic series. Yeah, I don't think there were really many other Quake 1 engine games aside from all of Quake's expansions, Hexen 2, and I mean, I can't really think of too many others because I mean, Quake 2 didn't come out that much later than Quake 1. It was like a year later, wasn't it? Hold on a second. I'm sure I've got Quake 2 right in front of me. Yeah, there it is. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 97. It was only a year after Quake. So it's not like Quake 1, the engine was really even around all that long before a better engine came along. I don't think many people liked Blood 2. It got pretty horrible reviews when it came out, and a lot of people who played it just thought it was just mediocre. I am gonna try to go back to Blood 2 though. I'm gonna try to play it on stream sometime and see how it holds up. Oops. Yeah. I think a lot of those Lift Tech engine games in the beginning had technical issues. You know, Kiss Psycho Circus was another one that had... It's very, very buggy. Shogo was a little more solid, but I think even it was still a little glitchy. If I remember correctly. What exactly did I do wrong? Oh, I just have to go back, that's all. That axe, though. I know, it is pretty badass. This axe has got some good reach. Dude, all of Hexen is confusing. It's not just early on. The whole freaking game is confusing. It's one of the big reasons why I don't go back to it very often. I mean, I've always enjoyed Hexen, but, it's so confusing. funny, it loads so quickly that the load screen just flashes by just like that. It's like there for like a frame or two and that's it. I love modern technology sometimes. Yeah, it is cool, Sleeves of War. What's not cool is having to deal with projectile-based enemies with a character that's not projectile-based. Jeez, man. Yeah, this is why I always play as the mage when I play this game, or at least the cleric, because the cleric in that place we were just at, he gets his long-range weapon, and then it's a whole lot easier to deal with these guys. Alright, now Hexen's making me salty too. Yeah, the throwing hammer is still a ways away, so... You know, the throwing hammer exists, but it doesn't do me a whole lot of good right now, since I don't actually have it. Like, against these guys. Like, using these, explosive vials is, you know, it's nice being able to do that, but it's not the most convenient thing to use. Holy crap, man! Why do they... Alright, we're not playing Hexen anymore. Screw this game. My god, man. 2.5 hours in, and that's it. Jeez. Each one takes away like half your health, and their projectiles explode into a million different pieces, and that's, yeah. If I ever play through Hexen entirely on stream, it'll be with the mage. It won't be with the fighter. Let's see. I'll show you guys a Doom mod I've been playing. So we were actually playing this earlier today on Twitch. It's gonna be like such a misleading stream archive. People are gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna see like 2 or 3 episodes of Heretic, and then a third of the way through we just start bouncing from game to game. It's funny how slow this feels compared to Heretic and Hexen. It's weird. Yeah, so no, this is called Ancient Aliens. It's a Doom mod you can download, and it's a full episode, or not episode. It's a full game, like 30 some odd levels, 3 episodes, and we're about halfway through episode 2 right now. This is where I left off earlier today. Simpsons Doom. Yeah, I grabbed that mod way back in the day. Yeah, Sleeves of War, I don't think you understand. This is a Doom WAD. So yeah, it's only gonna be maps, music, and sometimes enemies. You never saw like full brand new games out of it. But this one actually has more to it than the usual Doom WAD. Lots of textures have been added, new enemies have been brought in. The entire soundtrack is brand new. So a lot of these Doom mods use, a lot of times they just rip like assets from other games, or the music especially. Hmm. Crap, I did it again. But it's aliens. You do have UFOs though, as you can see up there. John, what you could do is you could try to go to YouTube in the web browser and not use the app and see if that works better. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we're not even playing Heretic anymore, as you could probably tell. We moved from Heretic to Hexen, and then I said F it, and I fired up Doom. A Doom mod, I should say. It is called Ancient Aliens Encrypted Printer. Really interesting level design. Not saying it's called Ancient Aliens, but it's called Ancient Aliens. I predict Archviles. Oh, whoa! That's making me dizzy just looking at it. That's funny, man. They make it look like you traveled through space. It's definitely a creative mod, I gotta say. So I should mention, this is actually my first playthrough of Ancient Aliens, so whatever you guys are seeing for the first time, I'm seeing for the first time too. Ow. Whoa, there we go again. As everyone pukes at their monitors. Sleaze of War, it's just one map. You can actually see it. You can see how it's like divided into 3 distinct areas. This is not good. Come on, where is it? Where the hell is it? There it is. Ugh, it's close. Yeah, I want to finish up this level, then what I'll probably do is just end the stream. Because we've kind of been all over the place with this stream. Normally I try to, if I'm going to do a single game stream, I usually try to actually stick to a single game, but obviously I kind of went against the grain this time in that regard. But I'm really out of it today. I'm super tired. I'm already hungry again. And so after this stage, what we're gonna do is just end the stream. I might come back late tonight on Twitch. Either play some more of this, or maybe I'll do some Quake Champions or something. I mean, I might even try to record a Let's Play tonight. It depends on how I feel. Because there is a game I've been practicing over the last 2 weeks, so I need to finally record it. Of course, with how tired I'm feeling right now, it might not happen until tomorrow. Oh god. No. Yeah, so what was going on is there's those 4 teleporters, and they landed me on top of the cyber demons, which caused a telefrag, which is something that would happen in the original Quake, and I guess it could technically happen in the original Doom as well. So you basically teleport on top of them and you kill them instantly. But then, like, the whole teleportation effect, that's just a part of this mod. When you go through that tunnel. The whole thing is kind of like one big joke. Like, in the first episode, you apparently take peyote, and the whole first episode is apparently you tripping balls. And it literally tells you that in the ending of the first episode. And then you're like, but is it aliens? It's like it's fantastic level design, but like the whole story element is just completely not to be taken seriously. It's so goofy. Alright guys, well I think that's pretty much going to do it for me. Sorry the stream was all over the place. But man, I'm out of it today. I didn't sleep that well today. I mean, sometimes that's the case before I do these streams, but man, it was really bad today. I'm just out of it right now. So yeah, pretty much gonna end the stream. Like I said, I might be back late tonight on Twitch, probably in a couple hours if I'm still up. Yeah, so next week's YouTube stream, not sure what I'm gonna do. As always, stay tuned for a new Let's Play on Sunday, and Patreon backers get the next week's Let's Play on Sunday as well. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Sleeves. Thanks for hanging out. Glad you enjoyed it. Cohesive or not. Well, at least some of you guys got to see some Ancient Aliens. It is a really cool mod, actually. And, no problem, David. Thanks for tuning in. And, so for anybody just tuning in, the archive should be live in some period of time. Hopefully no more than a few hours. But we did run through the first episode of Heretic, which I'm glad we actually got through it. But I was expecting to play more. I wasn't expecting to get bitter at the game. But at least some of you guys got to see Hexen. Not sure if all of you were familiar with Hexen. I know some of you were. And then some Ancient Aliens, the Doom mod. So yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just head out. So again, thanks for watching guys, really appreciate you hanging out with me, and hopefully I'll see some of you all next Thursday. And if you want to hang out with me in the meantime, feel free to check out my Twitch profile, which is in the description box below as always. Some fun things are happening over at Twitch now. They enabled subscriptions for normal people on Twitch now, so we're gonna have some custom emotes and stuff like that in the chat over there, which is kind of fun. And yeah. So alright guys, take care.